Hey guys, welcome back to the Blissful Athlete. Thank you for tuning in. If you are interested in developing the yogic body, but also improving yourself not only physically, but mentally and spiritually, then I highly recommend staying tuned to the channel and subscribing for further videos. Today's video, I wanted to do a bit of a response to Koi Fresco talking about the dangers of opening the third eye. Although this is true, there's one major thing that he's missing, and that is that there's absolutely no dangers at all if you get initiated through deeksha. Deeksha means initiation or the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened avatar through a touch, word, or look. If you've read the book Autobiography of a Yogi, this is something that Paramahamsa Yogananda spoke about, that with a single gesture of one's guru, it can cause a spontaneous and incredible transformation in us on every level. Things such as miraculous healing of diseases, intellectual clicks, mystical experiences, and the wiping out of lifetimes of karma can happen just in a matter of days, sometimes minutes, through deeksha. Now, there are various types of transmissions in the Vedic tradition. For instance, when the transmission of knowledge happens entirely by the disciple's effort, it is called teaching. When the master puts in some effort and the disciple puts in most of the effort, it's called technique. When the same knowledge is transmitted with only a little bit of effort on the disciple's part, it's called a process. But when a disciple simply sits in the master's presence in a receptive and unclutched mood, and the experience itself is directly transmitted from the master's biomemory to the disciple's biomemory without any effort on the disciple's part, it's called an initiation. This experience could be anything. It could be physiological changes or psychological transformation or just conscious ecstasy or deep restful awareness. Deeksha is revered in the Vedic tradition as this ultimate gift that a master can give to his disciples on the spiritual path. Even in the Rudra Yamala Tantra, Lord Shiva himself says that one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by his guru. Now, the deeksha we're concerned about specifically in this video is the opening of the third eye. And when performed by an enlightened master, it is the most effortless and blissful way to have your third eye open, removing all of the concerns, all of the worries, the stress, the possibilities of danger just through having it opened by an enlightened master. Now, the deeksha we're concerned about specifically today in this video is the opening of the third eye, of course. And when performed by an enlightened master, it is the most effortless and blissful way to have it opened, removing all the dangers, and it safely raises your spiritual frequency to like higher and higher levels. The moment deeksha is received in a mood of intense surrender, it can bring on irreversible transformation in your life that takes years of meditating on the third eye or by any other sort of spiritual practice. The cool thing is that the deeksha doesn't actually have to happen through touch alone. For instance, my guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda, initiates you three ways: through a look, which is Jnana Deeksha, through a word, which is Mantra Deeksha, or through a touch, which is Sparsha Deeksha. And for highly receptive disciples, even a single glance from the master's eye is an initiation itself. For me, just to give a quick story on that, I was actually able to perform yoga on the stage with my guru one day. And before the curtain had opened, Swamiji, he came out and he was standing right in front of his throne. And before sitting down on his throne, he checked himself out in the mirror just to see if everything was looking good on his dress. And he all of a sudden took a glance over at me, like he was facing this way, and he just looked at me with a big smile, and I just was caught completely off guard. I was standing on the side of the stage, just admiring him, and all of a sudden he takes that look at me and gives me that funny look, and it was just like boom, he just shot me with this shot of bliss. And in that moment, that's exactly what I experienced. It was a deeksha. It didn't have to happen physically through the touch of his thumb or his hand. It happened through that look. And because I'm one of those receptive disciples, I was there in that space of just deep surrender, that he was able to give me that deeksha, give me that energy. And it was a completely incredible experience, something that I hope everybody can experience. And so deeksha is by far the most powerful way anybody can open up their third eye, and the safest way. So if you're one of those people that's sitting there trying to open up your third eye again and again by focusing on the bright light energy in the third eye and, you know, feeling gratitude and bliss, that's great. It is a bit of a, you can imagine it as a warm-up in a sense, but if you're going to an enlightened master like my guru and you come, you're basically a bottle and he just takes the bottle cap off and that's it. You're done. Nothing to worry about. So I highly recommend getting your third eye opened through the process of deeksha, which can only happen through enlightened masters. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got something from it, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below. If you're new to the channel, highly recommend subscribing, and looking forward to sharing some more knowledge with you guys. And as always, be blissful.